Hey, and welcome back to Godsfall Escape the Union. I'm going to go around and introduce all of us first, starting in the top left with Yara.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I play Yara, the Druid Warlock, and it's been 3 months since my last haircut.
Excellent. And you are the demigod of?
Stewardship.
Excellent. Okay, over to Ashrin.
Hi, my name is Mary. My pronouns are she or they, and I play Ashrin Omaris, a human bard demigod of strands.
Excellent. And we're going to jump over to Amity.
Hi, I'm Orla. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Amity, the demigod of redistribution.
Excellent. And then introducing Magnuson, correct?
Yes, hi.
Excellent.
I'm Chris. My pronouns are he, him, and I am playing the demigod of redemption, a dwarven paladin.
Outstanding. Okay, so when we last left last week, the three of you, Yara, Ashrin, and Amity, have been brought to the Union in a boat, basically, a large boat. And you all had told how you had been captured and you were sent into the Union. The first level, you were all told that the last one standing would win, so you sat down, and Barros looked kind of pissed and was like, fine. And then you left and went to the next level. You were also being watched by all these like invisible magical eyes, and apparently there are screens being projected to every major capital in the city. So this is in the world. So this is like a big showpiece for the gods to kind of like maybe settle everyone down. Like, look, we're dealing with them. See, now it's entertainment. It's very Hunger Games, right? You know, they're basically using you in order to make everyone calm down about the gods and how much power the demigods have and how many of them there are. Now, during this time, Magnuson, you had been brought to the temple after everyone. Time works a little differently in the temple, so they've been in there longer than they think they have, right? So you were brought a couple days afterwards, and you were brought directly to the main level, and there was just a flash of light, and you suddenly appear. So, as the three of you step up the staircase and out onto this level of this complete water world, there is a dwarf standing on the platform that you're on the east. So imagine like a whole huge round room filled with water. You're on a platform that's about 10 feet by 10 feet in a little half circle. Across from you on the opposite end is another platform and a staircase up behind it. In the middle of the room is a perfect little round island. Again, 10 feet by 10 feet. And then there's a crack of energy that cuts through this room every round that blasts from north to south, creating a curtain of electricity across the water. When it gets to the island in the middle, it stops and then continues on after it. Okay? So, excellent.
This
Excellent.
While
looks
you're
very
standing-
trappy.
Yeah, it feels that way, certainly. And now there's this brand new dwarf that you've never met just standing on the platform in front of you. Magnuson, you just appeared here. You were in the bottom level, there was a flash of light, and then you were suddenly here.
Oh, fuck.
Ashrin is currently invisible.
Oh, that's true. I forgot
Yeah,
you were
I only
invisible.
see two people.
Correct, exactly.
So, yeah, the halfling kind of looks you up and down, looks at the expression on your face, and says, gonna make a guess and say perhaps demigod?
You know, I think it's a safe assumption. Not 100% sure, but if I'm here, then I kind of have no other choice than to believe it. So, yeah, maybe.
Speaking of that,
This is all complicated.
how did you get here? And just like the others, you can either tell the truth, a partial truth, or a complete lie.
I was actually sold out. I've done a fair bit of work in some of the different merchants and trading companies operating out of the different port cities across Calgun, and maybe I just pissed somebody off, or I looked at someone the wrong way, or I said the wrong thing, but all of a sudden I was chained and blindfolded The last thing I saw were these glowing stones before the hands came around and blocked my sight. And the next thing I knew, I was on my way to this giant apocalyptic black tower standing in the middle of the fields.
All right. Is that the truth, a partial truth, or a lie?
Partial truth.
Partial truth. Okay, excellent. So, this dwarf introduces themselves to you. How do the rest of you react?
Is he here to kill us?
I mean, there's no evidence of that so far, sweetie, but I promise I'll kill him back if he does.
Okay. How'd you cross? The water. How'd you get across?
I just got here. I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, damn it.
I mean,
Oh, I feel like I should. And I like put an arm out and I like feel around for Ashrin.
Okay.
I'm changing.
Okay.
I'll
I'm sorry.
be there in a second.
Cool. Sorry.
Listen, what I was wearing earlier was very nice for being impressive for Barros, but it's not very nice for swimming.
Oh,
So I figured I'd
we don't-
change
we
while
don't
I
have
was
to swim.
invisible.
What a change of clothes. I think I
Of
have like
course.
some socks in
Oh.
my pocket.
Aram,
Yes.
so I still have the belt from last time, right?
Yes, correct.
So could I just like put it on and it will work,
Yeah.
or do I have to attune to it, or how?
No. In fact, as soon as you held it, you knew exactly what it was. You felt stronger immediately. You were aware of what, for some reason, you were simply made aware of what this magic item was.
So I'm just gonna adjust that strength score right now.
Yeah, absolutely. What does that put your strength at?
21.
That
Oh, crap.
will do it. Yeah.
My tiny daughter can lift me so high,
Yes.
throw me so far.
One of us has strength now.
What was your strength before
Eight.
this?
wow. Yep.
I used to be
That'll
the
do it. That'll do it.
I used to be the strongest, but she's growing up so fast.
Oh, this is the
Before your
best. I'm
eyes.
so pleased about this.
Uh,
All right.
So she kind of like jumps, and she jumps like 8 or 9 feet in the air,
Yeah.
just like, you know, one of those high school tests where you like hit the
Easily.
little, yeah. She just
You
like
could
8
like
feet in
jump
the air.
above and like dunk straight down. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Wow.
That
And
was very
landing's a
cool.
breeze. Like you
That's
hit
great.
hard, right? But
Yeah.
it doesn't really affect you
Yeah.
because you're so strong.
Uh,
Tara,
So-
how far do you think you could throw me now?
That's a great idea.
no,
I could like
I
get
have-
real small, like a cannonball.
I have a
And
better
you could like
idea.
get a.
Have you guys ever made a
I don't know,
rope bridge?
cannons.
Like,
So
have you ever had to
gunpowder.
like cross a
Do
river
you
without
want
a
to
bridge?
make a rope bridge?
Well,
No, but I think I might be able to.
There is, by the way, a rowboat. Sorry, I probably should have mentioned this. There is a rowboat in front of you, leaned up against it. You turn around, and all of a
We're not-
sudden it's there. It wasn't there
we're not-
before. Magic.
You're not
So
touching
there's
that boat, Ram. You can keep telling us about the boat.
there's a rope.
You can
Hang
keep
on.
mentioning the boat.
There is a very stable-looking,
Nah.
well-built rowboat that was clearly provided by benevolent people right in front of
Benevolent.
you. Resting against a platform that you are also on. That is
a lie.
perfectly safe in this incredibly deep water that for some reason you
Perfectly
can't see the
safe.
bottom of, where the
Perfectly
darkness
safe.
extends forever.
Can I say that one of the things that I have on me is whatever Calgun's equivalent of spray paint is?
Sure. Yes. Awesome.
And I
also,
just,
the entire dome ceiling is a giant silver relief to the god of the sea. Very
right,
beautiful.
I
Clearly took some
lock
time.
eyes with Yara and I spray paint trap on the boat.
oh no, I wasn't. So one time, well, a few times, me and Ineas, we were hanging out in the forest, and sometimes we would come across some rivers, and we wouldn't want to get wet, so we would just jump across, and I think I can do that here.
Cool. I mean, I do have rope. If
Yeah.
you wanted
Oh,
to make a rope bridge.
Could
It's
Yara-
also like it's
oh.
like 50 feet to that island.
Yeah.
Like you can
Oh.
jump, but yeah.
Yeah. I would like.
Ashrin,
Yes.
you-
Sorry, I'm done
we-
changing now. But I think I'm gonna remain like this. It might be useful in the future.
So Magnuson, you're just hearing a voice, just out of nothing. No
I'm
one's
not
explained to you.
actually a ghost. I am sorry, Magnus.
She's a ghost.
I am not a ghost. Amity.
I'm the
killed
demigod
her
of
on
ghosts.
We killed her on the
Oh,
first
you gotta be
level.
fucking kidding me.
Ooh.
Amity, what was your idea, darling?
I cannot
Float across like a
remember.
ghost.
Uh,
Sorry.
I think I could carry you across.
Probably.
No, but so, and she's like trying to think, and so the first thing she does is she takes out her quarterstaff, and
Okay.
she's going to put the wooden piece into the water and just kind of like swirl it around. Does she see any like electric eels or any animals, stuff like that?
No, it's clear water, several dozen feet down, and then it just, gets darker and darker until you can't see anything else.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, so she kind of turns around and looks at Amity really excited, and she's like, I promised I would take care of you, and I will, but I have to turn into something, and it's going to be a little scary, but you just need to trust me, okay?
Oh, babe. I mean, the Pomeranian trick was adorable, and I accidentally
no.
think I copped a feel with Ash changing while invisible. So, like, honestly, this is just kind of the day we're having.
So I have a question for you, Aram.
Shit me.
Would the magic item work in wild shape?
So no, because it'll meld into you.
Well, I can
And
choose
be
to have it out.
Like worn? Like,
Yeah.
well, it depends. What are you turning into?
I was planning on turning into a wolf.
Oh, a wolf? Yeah, that's big enough. That's
Yeah.
big enough. Yeah, it could turn
We
into
all
like a
still have
collar
our
or something.
collars
Sure.
on.
Yeah. No, you don't. I'm sorry. Those were removed. When you walked into the Union, he just, Rappel just had him separate, right? And then just, float off you.
He's
So-
so extra.
Drama
He
queen.
is very extra,
So
yeah.
here's my plan out loud.
Yeah.
I turn into a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
I jump across using this. Before I turn into a wolf, I would cast the
Yeah.
spell Jump, allowing me to triple my jump distance.
I could see that. Then if you get a running start,
Uh,
you could make it. Yeah.
With a running start, I did the math earlier. I can do up to 70 feet.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
Bridging
Yeah.
off of that, I have another idea.
Excellent.
We could use some rope, and so far as I know, Yara's the tallest because I haven't seen
Right.
what it looks like yet. I have a shield. We could do this kind of water ski style and have you swing us across the lake.
Well, you're already on the other side.
No,
No,
I'm
no.
on the same
No,
platform.
you're
No,
on the
he's on
same
our
side.
side.
Oh,
We're
on
on
the
the,
same
same,
side.
we're on the
Yeah,
same
Well,
platform.
here's the
Yeah.
thing. Jump
Although I
only
like the
lasts a
idea of you all
minute.
shouting across at each other this whole time.
Jump only lasts a
We're
minute,
coming
so I
to
have to be
you,
very
we're
quick
coming
about
us.
this.
Right, correct.
Well, that's what I'm saying is if you can jump to the middle, then you could
Oh,
swing us
wait.
all around.
Wait a minute. Wait. Can you keep concentration in beast form?
Yes.
Okay, you can. Okay.
So long as you don't
Then
take
you're
damage.
Yeah.
good. Right. Understood.
And if
All
I
right, good
did,
deal.
it'll be very difficult to do this plan. But
Right.
could
I mean,
I just-
if you're taking damage, we have a new problem. So
Yeah.
Yes.
so I would like to do that. She would dig in her bag and she would find a grasshopper leg. Just she
Neat.
has those.
Sure.
Uh,
Any teenager does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
kids
and then
these days.
she would say, "So it's not gonna be a whole lot of time, but I can jump across with somebody on my back if
Yes, sweetie, I'll come with you, but let's hang on 1 second, and I'm gonna take out some rope, and I'm gonna hand one end to Magnuson, and I'm gonna be like, okay, so we're gonna also, as a backup plan, do your rope thing in case something goes wrong. So you take this rope. Is there anything that looks like we can tie it to, or are we just gonna tie it to you?
Yeah, so as you actually put the rope across, like as you're thinking about this idea, a stone peg rises in front of you on the platform, and a wooden peg rises out of the island
Beautiful.
in the middle.
Perfect.
I hate this place.
And we could pull ourselves across.
No, guys,
No,
I
the
hate
boat says
this
trap on it.
creepy.
Not in the
Does.
boat. Magnuson said he had a
Oh.
shield.
Yeah, it's
I have
the
a sheet.
mind-reading tower. I'm telling you guys, nothing good comes from letting the creepy mind-reading tower dictate our plans.
Nothing good comes from the paranoia of the mind reading tower preventing us from doing something smart.
It's not
Amity, a
paranoia.
single flower grows next to you.
It's not paranoia if you're in a tower explicitly meant to whittle down our numbers and kill some of us. That's not paranoia. That's common
That's
sense.
what this is for. Now everything's starting to make sense.
Oh, you didn't know
Oh,
that.
sorry, baby. I could have broken that to you better.
It's
We're in a gauntlet.
okay.
Yes.
Well, that's okay.
Correct use of that term, Yara. Good job.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're in a gauntlet.
Why can't I
I,
just
for
turn into
one,
a
am
wolf?
not scared of the
No,
bow.
no, we
That's
still
just-
can. This is a backup plan in case anything goes wrong. So I'm gonna hold on to one end of the rope on your back, and you're gonna jump across, and we're just gonna leave one end here with Ash and with our new friend Magnuson, and just in case we need a backup plan.
Wouldn't it be easier if I just jump across and bring you with me?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be on your back. I'm just gonna hold on to the rope while on your back. This is just a backup plan. That's it.
She kind of looks at you confused and
I like to have more than one plan, just in case something goes wrong
Your
with
plan will
A.
work, Yara.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's just insurance.
I'm
Ah,
ready
shit,
to
we live in the
go.
woods. We'll talk about insurance later.
You all set?
yeah.
Alright.
So
I
Yep.
would like you to roll an athletics roll just to make sure you don't roll a 1, basically. Yeah.
because that'll be a 6.
Heather, don't you roll a one?
Nice.
Well done.
Alright.
Well done.
Yeah, I mean, it's a gorgeous leap. It's a gorgeous leap. You get plenty of land. Like, maybe just the edge of your tail graces the water. Otherwise than that, it's a flawless leap.
Would I need to roll for each time I leap? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do it each time. Yeah.
I tie off some rope to this peg.
As
and
you
then
reach down to tie the rope, like it's a peg, but it like forms a hole in the middle. So it's even easier if you just like
place.
run it through.
I hate this.
Did you
place.
go all the way across or just halfway?
Just
Halfway.
halfway.
Okay.
So
And then
they're
I wanna
they're in the
take out-
middle right now.
Another rope.
Now
Yeah.
Yara's
And I
gonna
tie
like
another rope to the other
Sure.
to the peg, and I get
Yeah.
back on Yara's back.
So pulses of electricity are flying towards you all, dimming just before they strike the island, and then recreating past it to the south and firing across. Like it makes the back of your hair stand on edge,
Hey,
but
Amity,
it's not striking you.
maybe you can
Yeah.
take out that spray paint again and write trap on the island.
Yeah, I know. I don't love it either. We're gonna get moving now. Yara, do you want to drop me off on the opposite side and go back for the others?
Yep, I leap across to the third, and
Yep.
then I want to leap back twice.
Okay, I would like you to roll perception as you leap again.
Yeah. What's perception again?
Biz.
No, I was looking for the skill. Not 56. $18.
Yeah, so this second time you leap across, you look down, and the first time you leapt, you thought it was your shadow on the water, but there's no light source above you. And as you leap over the water this time, there's definitely a dark form that seems to follow you, and you see a bulge, and the water kind of swell up to the sides in this otherwise pristine and calm lake. And you land.
Dash over again.
Okay, so are you carrying someone this time?
No, so if we assume that the 2 dashes I were successful,
Correct. So you've
That-
jumped over, then jumped over back.
okay, and I don't need
Yeah.
to roll for
So
that.
now
Okay.
I'm
Well,
on
you
the
did. You were successful.
Okay,
So you've jumped to the middle, dropped off Amity, then you've jumped back over
no,
to where
no,
the
no,
boat
no,
is.
no. That's not what we
Yeah.
were doing. We went
Oh, sorry.
from where we started to the middle.
Oh,
the
to
far
the next
side.
one.
Yeah, so
Understood.
now
Yes,
I'm on
that's
the
fine.
far
So
side.
you've now jumped to the far side
Yes.
and carried a rope throughout the entire. So there's a rope
Yeah,
now
with my two
connecting
ropes.
both platforms.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I've got
yes.
one rope going from one to the middle and another rope going from the middle to
Okay.
the far side. And now
Both
Yara's
were
going back.
successful.
Okay.
Yeah, now you're on opposite ends.
so now I'm on the first. Okay, so kind of little.
I'm ready to go, Yara. I will
Just
get
waiting
on.
for you to get. Yeah, just waiting for you
Yeah,
to
I
get
would
on.
I'll
like
get
to
on.
take out my short bow and watch the water, please.
Okay, excellent. All right.
5.
And so you're jumping now from the far end to the middle again, correct?
Actually, I want to see something. Do wolves have proficiency in athletics?
I
That's a
believe
good
so.
question. It's a good question. You'd think so.
They should.
They do a lot of running.
They do a lot of like their
Yeah.
whole thing
And
is
jumping.
They're
Yeah.
Yeah, a
outdoorsy.
whole bunch of jumping. Absolutely.
No, it's perception and stealth. That's unfortunate.
Wah, wah. Well, also smart. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Hide from the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18.
Fantastic.
Going-
Bam, right into the middle. And I assume you don't even break stride. You just make
Yeah,
a running
just-
jump, hit the middle, make another running jump. Yeah. All right.
Well, maybe-
Excellent. Roll again.
Okay. Oh shoot! Sorry. 20 plus 5. There we go. 21.
Excellent. So you leap clear into the air, and halfway over, there's a giant splash underneath you. And
Oh shit.
She starts whining a little bit as she lands, and she looks
And
to.
I want to shoot
Oh,
it.
hang on, wait,
I wanna,
1 second.
I wanna shoot it
Oh,
so bad.
there's a giant splash underneath
I
you,
can't see
and
the
I
hole.
rolled. I can't see it either. Shoot.
It's
how do
It
I-
was
is
a
it?
24, yeah.
24.
Ready to
Okay,
shoot,
so you, as you're like going through the middle, there's a splash beneath you, and a giant tentacle catches you in midair
Shoot
and
it.
wraps around you.
Oh,
So you're about 10 feet from the edge right now, and I need initiative.
Both the wolf and Ashrin, or
Yeah.
No, it was coming back to your platform, so it was about to land on your platform. So it was going to carry you over on the next jump. So it got caught like 10
Platform
feet
2
in front
or
of you.
platform 3?
So you are now almost back to the original platform
Okay.
where Ashrin and Magnus
Just
are.
me.
oh,
correct.
okay.
Okay.
For some
Yep,
reason,
so
I
we
thought
just
I
the
already
wolf.
gotten on
Yeah,
and
we-
we jumped.
You were almost there. That was your next one.
Okay.
So I would like everyone to roll initiative. And Amity, can you track initiative again? Because you're the best.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Potentially. I don't have a pen.
Oh, I should probably roll initiative too, shouldn't I?
Okay, could have been worse.
Nice. Nice.
21. All right.
You're definitely paying attention. That makes sense because it happened to you. And I got a 20. Okay. Because I did the happening. That also makes sense. I like when that works out.
Hold on, I haven't rolled yet because I got distracted by writing this down.
That's okay because you had to write things. We understand. Minus
'cause-
500 XP to Amity. Sorry. That's how it goes.
Wait, you guys are getting
Dude,
XP?
but you live far away, so the knowledge won't help you.
It
We
will not.
can't get to where she is right
Yeah,
now.
I mean,
We are not
yeah.
allowed.
Good luck.
Man, would have been nice if I had a inspiration.
It would have been great. It would have been 100% great. I would have said you almost earned one. I would have given you one if I'd been remembering it. So you'll probably get one. Don't worry.
You gotta always.
I have something I could do. Don't worry.
Yeah. All right. So who's first?
Ash.
Ash, correct.
So just to make this clear, on the left platform is Amity. On
Correct.
the right platform is the invisible Ashrin, Magnuson,
Yes.
and a boat. And
a
Yara
boat.
is almost
trap.
slash trap. Yara is almost on the way back.
Yep. Just kind of caught like 10 feet away and 10 feet up, basically.
Okay.
10 feet, sorry. As in on my side or on Ash's
No, on
10
our
feet
side.
from Ashrin's platform and 10 feet
Okay.
in the air.
So further away from me. That makes it a lot.
Yes. Yeah. On the opposite edge of that little island.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh god. Can I hold my action?
Yeah, you can totally hold your action. So you
Okay.
want to wait?
Yeah.
All right. I think Yara's up next, right?
Yes.
Excellent. So you've been grappled by a tentacle. This
Okay.
big, slimy tentacle.
I'm looking up something. I don't know. I just want to make sure this is correct.
Sure. Being correct is helpful. Thank you.
Okay, so I can do this. I would like to use my Fey Presence ability.
Okay.
It does not
excellent.
require me to speak or
Okay.
do any kind of hand motions.
Okay, good.
So
You don't
as
have
an
hands.
action, I can cause each creature in a 10-foot cube originating from me to make a wisdom saving throw, or they will be frightened of me.
Oh, interesting. All right, cool. Hang on.
Interesting.
Let me roll my wisdom save, which is not high. Okay. 19, sadly. So the tentacle, so like it quivers. Like you feel it loosen its grip a bit, kind of readjust how it's holding you, but it doesn't let go.
All right. That. Ugh. Okay. That was my action.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to
Do you
think.
have a bonus action?
I do have a bonus action. I just need to.
Is it escape tentacle?
I
'Cause that would be really helpful.
Escape tentacle action.
I would like to actually do summon. I don't know if I can do this.
Okay.
But I also have an ability as a druid to summon a spirit totem.
Pretty sure that's an action.
It's
Not
a bonus action.
right? It's a bonus action. Okay. Well, do you have to speak or move your hands to
I
do
would
it?
have to look up the Xanathars really quick.
Check that real quick. Check
Okay.
that real fast.
Okay.
And I'll say in the meantime, I'm assuming, what does the totem do, by the way?
So
Let's
I
say
would be
that.
picking bear totem, and it would give
Yes.
me 5 plus my druid level and temp HP, while also giving anyone in the aura advantage on strength saves and checks.
Nice. All right, yeah, look that up. And I'm going to say that while you're doing that, the tentacles is going to go ahead and squeeze. That's going to be its action. So it's already got you grappled. It's now going to inflict damage.
So it's as a bonus action as long as I can see the point within 60 feet.
Good to me. All right, so describe how you summon this totem and what happens.
Just a big ol' howl.
Yes.
And as I do that, the visage of my best friend shows up, who is a bear, and
That's awesome.
she gets a little sad because she thinks about the last time he saw him, but really
Yeah.
glad that his spirit's here to help her, and
Right.
she just feels him invigorate her with strength.
Did she just like spend like all? Is she like a Disney princess? Was she just like walking around in the forest, like playing with the animals?
She is a combination of Anne of Green
Kill
Gables,
Mowgli with a tentacle.
Mowgli, and if they were all raised by Maleficent.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, yes, excellent. So sure, yeah, totally. You are able to summon this totem. Everyone gets this power, and just as that's swelling through you, the tentacle squeezes.
So-
and you take.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna say, everyone in the aura gets 10 HP.
Nice.
Oh,
Temporary.
wow.
And you take 11.
All right.
So you are the animals giveth, and then
So
they
I
just
take
take it
1
away.
point of damage as a wolf.
Yep.
I'll let you know I'm down to 10 HP.
Okay, excellent.
Wow.
So you basically howl, and then at the last minute, it's like, oh, like this kind of like, as you're just, this tentacle just squeezes you, and there's another dark form moving under the water that Amity you can clearly see.
Okay. So I would like to get a better angle. I want to kind of hop up on the rope that I've tied.
Sure. Okay.
And I want to.
I'd like you to roll acrobatics.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm terrified, by the way.
You should be.
Fine, don't even worry about it. I have really good acrobatics. Yeah, I got 20 acrobatics.
That's gonna be fine. Yeah, you leap right up. Perfect.
And then I
You
wanna.
you do a lot of slacklining in your normal like hangout time, so you're just all over it.
I zip line away from buildings dramatically.
Totally.
with Just my
Yeah.
bow. And then I, kick 2 Tansguard in the head as I fall over.
Anything with a
barrel
bunch of
head.
lines, like you
And then
run on
people
like
start to
the
sing Men in
chains on the
Tights.
drawbridge. Yeah, totally. Anything like that. Spend a lot of time running down ship sails and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, basically.
yeah.
I'll figure out. So then I'm going to roll a short bow attack from up there with a better angle so that it doesn't have any cover. And I get a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. So which one are you shooting at? The one holding him or the one under the water?
The one holding Yara.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And then it only does 4 damage.
Okay, so it sinks like into the thick blubber of it, and it doesn't sink as deep as you would have hoped, and it also doesn't let go.
Oh wait, is it engaged with Yara?
Yes, it's definitely engaged with Yar, 100%. I can say that. So yes, would you like to do your sneak attack
We're
damage?
engaged now,
Would like
guys.
to do
There you
sneak
go.
attack. So that's
Yeah.
8 more
Aw.
damage.
Okay, all right. So now it's a total of 12, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you plunge into like the hand part of it, like the edge of it that's got a little bit more sensitive, and you kind of get it on the underside where the suckers are, and it has to roll a constitution save to see if it can hold on.
Get away from my
away
skinny
from
but
my
really
friend.
strong wolf.
Oh, and I
daughter.
rolled a 2, so no. So it freaks, and you hear like this like underwater scream, and bubbles kind of float to the surface as the thing lets go of you and drops you into the water. So just splash right on that level. You're just in the water 10 feet from the shore. Amity, do you have a bonus action, or is that it?
I flip off the shadow in the water.
Absolutely, you do. Fine. Excellent. And then I believe it's Magnuson's turn, correct?
I think so. So
Everyone else is gone, so it's got to be.
When do I get to use my held action?
I'm sorry. At any time, Ashrin. You can take your held action at any time.
Okay, I'll go after Magnuson.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
His first instinct, seeing this thing, he's been out on the water before, and I think his first instinct is actually to get into the boat, and he's gonna get into the boat and pull himself, it's like pulling himself across the water with the rope.
Yeah, right.
And then he's
the
gonna,
trap,
and
yes.
the SS
Yes.
trap, as the Chinese
Yes.
called it, and he's gonna
Correct.
swing at this thing.
All right,
his axe.
excellent. So you're gonna swing at the one that just freaked out and dropped the wolf.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
correct.
Hashtag boat mimic before he calls it.
Yes, absolutely. So you are in this thing with your weapon and your shield kind of strapped to your arm, hauling yourself along to get a better shot at this giant tentacle in the water.
Exactly.
Outstanding. I would like you to roll. Okay, I want you to roll acrobatics for balance.
Oh,
Because
this
you're
is gonna
standing in a boat with a weapon that you're swinging. So I'd like
Oh,
you to roll.
this is gonna be
So
great.
start
All right.
there.
Let's see. It's gonna be a hot 12.
Okay, that's better than the one that it almost
Oh.
was. So yeah,
Oh,
that's
that
gonna
was
be
gonna
just
be a
fine.
one.
Okay.
It's like you're not steady. You're not happy about
I'm
this.
used to
but,
bigger boats.
Yes, you're definitely used to larger, more stable boats. But you're able to keep your shit, and you can get a swing off. So go ahead and roll to
All
hit.
right, and that.
And what are you swinging? By the way,
swinging with a battle axe
nice, nice. Of
in
course,
true
you're a
dwarven
dwarf.
fashion, obviously.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's see. It's gonna be. I think I'm doing this right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not. There's supposed to be a D there.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, what'd you
14.
14 hits. It
Oh,
just hits.
there we
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
All right.
You bite right into that thing.
And that is gonna be. I put up here because I'm very bad at this.
That's okay. You'll get used to it. Don't worry. It's a lot of moving parts.
8.
Nice. 8 points of damage. Yeah. So you So that thing took an arrow, and then you cut into the back of it, and there's another like explosion of bubbles beneath you that kind of rock your boat, and the tentacle sucks under the water. Who's up?
I had a question. Would
Hit
I have
me.
any idea if these creatures were deaf or not
Underwater.
Are
before I cast the spell?
so looking at okay. Well, I would like you first of all. Are squid deaf in general? Anyone know?
No, they are not deaf.
They are not. Okay. I would like you to roll a knowledge nature or animal handling. There's no knowledge nature. I would like you to roll animal handling or nature.
No, yeah. I mean, it's still nature, even if
It's still
you're
nature, but it's not
even if
knowledge
you-
nature. Yeah.
It's-
No,
Right.
because we're
Just
not playing
saying.
people 5. But
Right.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
nature.
But it's
people
basically
know.
yeah.
Can't
What'd
see
you
it.
get? So you got a 10 total. 7 plus 3 is 10. Yeah. So it's like a squid thing maybe, and like squids here. So yeah, this should be fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
So there's a very damaged one and an undamaged one, right?
The damaged one's sucked back, and the undamaged one is rising up under Magnuson in the
Alright,
boat.
I would like to cast Dissonant Whispers on it.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent.
So it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Oh, come
I
on.
got a
it.
20. Yeah.
Ugh.
So
Why
like,
doesn't I always think of careless
so how would
whispers?
this work? How would you cast Dissonant Whispers? What do you do?
Well, I think because it's in water, and I know that specifically materials that in water sometimes get heavier and stretch out,
Yeah.
that like I could tear the strands apart and make them less useful than they were, and so it
Yeah.
would sort of carve apart into their essence.
Yeah, that's super dark and good. I like it. Unfortunately, the water is like, at some point, it's deeper than it should be. There is a portal. There's a doorway. Sorry about that. There is a doorway underneath you that goes into another area of the planet. And wherever these tentacles are coming from is coming from there. So your whispers just couldn't get through to them.
Okay.
If that was Ash's held action, though, it's now Ashran's turn.
Correct. Exactly. Yes.
And the wolf is like 10 feet away.
Yeah, the wolf just plunged into the water right in front of you, just like dog paddling.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm going to approach the wolf and try to let Yara know that I am there.
Yeah, totally. How are you gonna do that?
Just scratch her on the ears.
Okay,
There's no
excellent.
whispers
So
to
as she's
take
coming
half
towards the
damage.
shore, you're gonna just scratch her on the ears.
Just scratch her. I'm
That's
right here.
Nice. I take turn to pet dog. Yes. All right,
Well,
excellent.
she's gonna help me get across. I need to let her know where I am because I'm kind of invisible.
Oh, right. You're invisible. So
Yes.
oh, right. I forgot. That's why. Okay, this makes more
Doesn't-
sense now.
Didn't
Okay,
you cast
right.
Dissonant Whispers? Invisibility breaks when you cast a spell.
That's true.
Oh,
Oh
does it?
no.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Oh, yeah.
concentration.
Nope.
Well,
I don't
Yeah.
know how to play spellcasters.
I think it's when you attack
That's okay.
or when you attack or cast a spell.
right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
So
think you're invisible,
yeah.
but
I think I'm invisible.
that's the best. Okay, so you believe you're invisible. So
Yes.
as Yara is, assuming, paddling towards the shore,
Yeah.
right? All right, so you're like, I'm right here. And you're just kind of looking at you like, yeah, I know you're here.
yeah, I'm getting to you. 1 second.
All right, so Yara, it's your turn, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. What are you doing?
Well, I keep thinking
As you're
about
being
that
pet.
electricity, and now I'm in water.
Yeah, right.
Would I have
Not
been able
great.
to tell when? Like, is it coming quickly? Do I need to get up out of the water quickly?
So it's still it's coming in a curtain directly across the
Okay.
middle island. So even though you were in the water, it's still pretty far from you, and you can hear it crackling, and you can smell the water kind of popping, right? But it never gets close enough to actually affect you.
Okay. Then I would just like to move so that I am next to Ashrin, and
Yeah.
I will either help her or have her help me get up out of the water.
Sure, easily.
And
Yeah.
then
It's
if
like
I
a foot above the surface. So between the two of you, you can easily get back onto the
and I
platform.
would like to take a defend action.
Sure.
So to make sure that the creature doesn't attack Ashrin.
Nice. So you kind of like put yourself between the water and Ashran?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, cool. And then Amity, I believe you're next, or is it? No, it's the
No, you.
tentacle next. Okay.
Yeah.
So you see this bulge and this darkness come up underneath Magnuson's boat, and it's going to try and grapple you, Magnuson. So I need you to either roll Dex or Constitution or Strength.
Which you will have
against-
advantage on.
Yes.
I mean,
correct.
you got in the USS trap, so
Yep. I need you to beat
Well,
a 26. Yeah, which
have
you
advantage.
did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to roll again.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I think
that's
a natural
so
20 would have.
unfortunate.
Yeah. So, like, you
Yeah.
strike this thing, and it plunges into the water in front of you, and you're kind of standing over it like, yeah. And then from behind you, another one just wraps around your waist and pulls you 10 feet
Oh shit!
into
Oh
the
shit!
air.
Oh shit!
Yep. Who's up?
me. And
All
so
right,
I'm
Amity.
I'm still standing like a tightrope walker on the rope,
Yeah,
my
totally.
short bow out, and I'm just like, "What did I tell you? What did I tell you?"
Don't go in the fucking boat.
I was
One
very
thing. Yeah. Did I say don't go into the boat now? No. I said don't go into the boat.
In my
That's fair.
defense, I would sink.
So I'm gonna shoot the tentacle grappling Magnuson.
Excellent. It is definitely engaged.
Oh.
Oh, God. Oh, I would like you to
That's
roll
rough.
another d20 and call high or low.
Oh, I'm gonna say hi.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Oh.
Oh, okay. So, Magnuson, the tentacle kind of whips you around, and an arrow pierces the back of your shoulder. Amity, go ahead and roll damage.
I think I already did. I think I came up with my thing.
Yeah, that's 10.
Oh, that's 10. That would be
Whoa.
10
There
now.
goes the
Sinks-
HP from the totem.
Well,
Yeah, there you go.
I hate
so
to be
like
that guy,
it-
but the
Oh,
totem
no.
only goes out 30 feet.
Well, no, he was in that 30 feet.
Yeah,
Because you
it's
did
me
it 10
that's
feet
not.
from the
Okay,
shore.
I just
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
me that doesn't
yeah.
have 10 HP.
Correct, exactly. Yeah, so like that should have sunk deep into your shoulder blade. You felt the impact. You thought you were screwed, but it never pierces your flesh. It hurts a hell of a lot, but it doesn't pierce your flesh.
Like a rubber arrow.
Sorry, aiming for the squid. Aiming for the
I
squid.
can tell.
I'm more of a sword person.
Magnuson, it's your turn.
I think. So is the boat still in the water, or is it?
The boat is still in the water. It
Okay.
lifted you clear out of it. It's just below you.
I think I would try to. I think I'm gonna just chop at it again because
All right.
this thing needs to not be grappling me.
Yeah,
Come on, 20.
that's definitely
All
gonna
right.
hurt.
Okay.
Right into it. Yeah.
And I need it to drop me, and I don't think it will.
How much damage did you do?
6.
Okay, so yeah, that's not enough. It again loosens and kind of curls around you, and like you feel the slime kind of go, kind of rub across your face, right? But otherwise than that, it does not let go of you. It just gets ready to squeeze again.
What I will do is, as a bonus action, I would like
Nice.
to cast Sanctuary.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Do you need
so-
your hands? Oh, no, I don't. You have your hands because you swung your axe, so that's
Yeah.
fair. Yes. Okay.
So,
So what does Sanctuary do?
So, for a minute,
Okay.
as long as I maintain concentration,
Right.
anytime it attacks me, it has to make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, it has to find someone else to attack, or it loses the attack.
Okay. Neat. All right. So, how would your dwarf do this? Like, how do they cast Sanctuary?
So I think he's just like, he's kind of just muttering to himself, find your happy place, find your happy place, find your happy place. This is not good. Find your happy place. Come on, come on, come on. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. As he's being dangled and tossed around like a rag doll.
You're right. Exactly. But you find some center. You find some
I have
purpose.
to
some calm.
find my zen.
What is Magnuson's happiest memory? What is this calm place that you retreat to?
I think it would be his first kind of calm memory is being reunited with his uncle. His uncle has gotten into the trade of working with merchants and sailing on the seas, and his uncle took him on a trip to Campania
Nice.
when he was a kid. And I think
The
it would
golden city of
Yeah.
Campania.
it would, like seeing the city kind of come into view with his uncle on board and being like, and as like young wee little dwarf pointing out and being like, look, it's shiny.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was, and you just like, you had been on that shore like for an hour, just waiting to see your uncle's boat.
Exactly.
And you couldn't wait because you're like, what, 6, right? And you
6,
couldn't wait to be on
7.
the boat. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Outstanding. So you're in that moment and you just, that happiness, that joy, that sense of like your uncle was, unbeatable. Like nothing could sink his boat. Nothing could defeat him. As long as you're around him, you were safe. And in that moment, you feel that safety return and you feel like kind of bully yourself against this tentacle that's wrapped around you.
And kind of calming the nerves.
Nice. Excellent. All right, who's up?
That'd be Ash.
Okay.
I really want to try casting Dissonant Whispers again, but
Nice.
it would. But the problem is, I'm not going to, because
Right,
it might
fair.
run away from me with
Sure.
Magnuson still
With Magnus in
wrapped up.
tow, right? That would
That would be
yeah, not
bad.
great.
So I am just gonna hop on Yara's
Shortcut.
back.
Mm-hmm. Easily. There's plenty of Yara to hop on. That works out well. You just kind of grab 2 fistfuls of
And hold
fur.
on.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Excellent. So then, Yara, what are you doing? You got a rider.
Double checking if jump's a concentration spell. I don't think so.
I don't believe so. I think it just lasts a minute.
Yeah. I will, with her on my back, I will absolutely jump across one more time.
Sure.
And then I don't think I could have the movement to jump back into the center. So I think that's
Right.
all I can really do.
So you're basically just gonna jump her to the center. That's what you're gonna do. All right, excellent. So you take a running. So just roll to make sure you don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Perfect.
That is not a 1.
That's
Okay,
2 ones,
excellent.
which-
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's not terribly graceful. You had to like kind of jump
I'm wet
awkwardly
now.
to yeah, you're wet.
Yeah.
You have like an extra 20 pounds, right?
It's
Because your
wet
fur's
dog.
all wet. Yeah, and you had to like jump awkwardly to get around Magnuson being flailed around in the tentacle, right? But you do make it to the island safely, and boom, you land. Who's up? Oh, it's the tentacle now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. So the tentacle, you just like you feel it swirl around you, Mason, as it grips one more time. And I would like
bueno.
yeah, it's not great, unfortunately. So that's gonna be 2d6.
Well, if it's a attack, it has to do sanctuary wisdom save.
Well, it's an automatic hit because
That's
she's
true.
grappled.
You're
Because
right.
I'm grappled,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, sadly. Yeah. And you take 14 points of damage.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel a rib go on that one.
hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Ow. That's gonna bruise. And well, I think the Can I break the Can I attempt to break the grapple?
You absolutely can.
I am gonna
yes.
attempt to do
And
that.
I would say that I'm kind of rules lawyering here, but I would say that because Sanctuary is active, that that you roll with advantage.
Well, you
on
get
this,
advantage anyways because of my
Right.
token.
Yeah, because of the
that's what
totem.
okay. I was trying to rule that in, but if that's
Yeah,
the
no,
case,
yeah,
then
because
I
the
don't have to.
totem is still
Perfect.
there. Unless the
Yeah.
totem disappears, it's
Nope.
like a rate. Okay.
Nah, I'm gonna give it to you. It'd be kind of mean. So you have to beat a 1d20 plus 7. It means that you have to beat a 20. No, I'm sorry. Wait. The first thing I rolled was a 12, right?
No,
What did I roll?
On my side, the first thing you roll was the 18, so 25.
I rolled an 18. Yeah, so I rolled a. You have to beat a 25. Can you beat a
The highest I got
25?
was a 22. A little
Oh.
short. Little
That's
short.
so
See,
high.
like you just
It's
like you
rough.
get your elbows out, right? And you're like, oh, and you just can't. It just pulls you right back in.
Oh my god.
Do you got a bonus action? You got anything else you can do?
No, I think he's starting to run out of options here.
Yeah. Okay. Who's up?
Okay. Well, technically, that was.
You guys
his go
heard
came
that rib snap. You
His
all
go
heard it.
came early, but that was cool,
Yeah.
so I didn't
sorry.
stop you.
Yeah, fair
no,
enough.
No, it was
Yeah.
cool. I didn't want to stop you. So Amity's still just tight roping it up there, and is just gonna shoot some more.
Roll a hit.
Come on now. This is better. 16.
16. Really? You have a plus 12? Oh no, I thought you rolled a 4. Okay, never mind. So okay, excellent. 16 definitely hits. Roll damage.
Alright, my damage isn't working super well on my things. This is why it's
Bummer.
acting weird.
That's okay. We got time. We're not going anywhere.
5 plus sneak
5.
attack.
Oh, plus
Yeah.
sneak attack.
Engaged. 100%.
Mhm.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go. So that's
16.
16 total?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. Okay. We're gonna roll Constitution.
Bonus action.
And yeah, that's not going to be enough. So that arrow digs deep into it. It just lets go of Magnuson, and Magnuson plummets into the water 10 feet from the shore. Now, he hasn't gone underwater yet. It's kind of waving around back and forth. So who's next?
Oh, just as instead of any like bonus actions or movement, I just yell, "Get out of the water! Get out of the water! Everything is trying to kill us! Get out of the water!"
Yeah, you're right next to your boat, Magnuson. So like you can either pull into the boat or swim the 10 feet to the shore on your next turn.
Well, which
Yeah.
shore is he closest to?
Closest to where he started. So he
Okay.
hasn't got anywhere. He just got 10 feet off the shore. That's it. So who's up?
Oh, it's Ash again.
Excellent.
Oh, how bad does Magnuson look?
Pretty bad. You guys heard that rib snap. Like that was gruesome. That was like you all kind of flinched. You know, there was that. Oh God, that must have really hurt.
Especially given
Alright.
I shot him.
I'm gonna get off Yara and say, go get Magnuson, and then as a bonus action, cast Healing Word on Magnuson.
Nice. And how much does that heal?
I don't know.
A
Let's see.
million.
Yes, all of it.
All of it. Every
1d4
heal.
plus my spellcasting modifier, which is
Nice.
what? I don't know what that is.
24
So
plus your
yours-
charisma.
Yeah.
Alright,
Bonus.
1d4 plus 4.
Nice. You are
Let me
so
go with the
charismatic.
dice.
Everyone likes you.
I wasn't
You're very prom
charismatic
queen.
last time. I rolled two twos and a 3 for all of my
You were under
charisma rolls.
stress. It's all understandable.
5.
Okay, that's
So 5.
You know.
Yeah, so you feel that you could like you feel that bone reknit, right? Oh,
Make it
but it's
sound like
better.
this healing is a bad thing.
It hurts. Healing's tough, man. And healing is never
Well,
a fun
and you
process.
described it correctly, Aram. It's re-knitting,
Yeah.
literally.
Oh,
'Cause it's ash.
Exactly. Yep. Yes. Exactly. It just ties itself. Yeah. So it hurts,
Ethereal,
but you're better.
ethereal needles knit skin, and the skin just flies into the wound.
Yeah. That's
Perfectly
awful.
shaped.
But better. Yeah.
So you get 5 hit points.
Nice. All right, and then it's Yara's turn. So you are unridden. You could jump back to the other side if you wished.
Yeah, I've been doing the math, and I currently have 2 rounds left on jump.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going
You can at least get everybody to the middle, if not. to the
Correct.
I
right.
can. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do.
Don't
Okay.
split the party.
Well, I'm trying to reunite the party.
Yes.
yeah.
So
Right now the party's very split.
yes, I'm going to try and go over and get him.
All right. Excellent.
And
Don't
again,
roll a 1.
don't roll a 1. Okay.
This is the new game. Don't roll a 1. Ooh, yeah. I mean, it's not pretty, right?
that
like
looked- I
your
thought that was
whole
a 1.
ass end
Oh,
hits
jeez.
that water, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you get across.
I'm a little tired now. Not used to
yeah.
this.
It's exhausting. Just one running leap after the next. It's exhausting. All right.
And actually, so shepherd druids are able to speak with beasts, and so I'm going to try and in wolf form
Yeah.
speak to this beast,
Sure.
which I assume is a beast,
Yes.
and say, "What are you doing? Stop that right now, or you will face the consequences."
Food speak no more. Food no speak more. Food.
Grr.
Grr.
Hey, quit it.
Yeah, basically.
You quit that right now.
You could. No, I won't. I'm gonna eat you because you're food.
I will turn this
Basically what
link
it's
right
at.
I'm
around
not
where you just
food.
will help me.
You're food.
No, you're food. Well, I could also
you're
be
food.
food. Technically, everything's food. However, in this instance, you're food.
You could be food.
No, I'm not because you're food and I'm eating. I'm eating. That's the conversation that's happening right now. Yes.
I love it.
All right. So who's up? Now it's the tentacle, right? Okay. So
Why
the
are
tentacle.
we calling it the tentacle? It is attached to a squid, right, Arama? So it's like
I
a
mean,
tentacle.
theoretically, you haven't seen one. I mean,
just check.
could it? Is it most likely attached to a squid? Sure, but you haven't seen it, so it could be attached to a boat. Who knows? So it shoots up out of the
See,
water.
the boat is a trap.
Right? It wraps
confirmation
around
bias.
the rowboat and just crushes it, and it just splinters it and sucks back underneath the water, and everything's still again.
There goes my plan.
Everything's still again.
So your
Everything's
plan.
still.
No.
Get on the wolf.
Get on the wolf.
Well, I gotta get out of the water first.
Yeah.
Get on the goddamn
You could easily like
wolf.
Yara, you
I
could
will
like
shoot
bite him
you.
by the like by like the
And
back of his
flip him
arm or
on
just
your-
drag him, just drag him out. Yeah.
I mean, if I could have, I would have.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you guys have a moment. Like nothing's happening
Okay.
right now. You guys have a moment.
I will definitely swim back up onto the platform.
Mm-hmm.
And to the advice of my compatriots, I don't know, we just met. This is very awkward first impressions. Get on the giant wolf that was an elf about a minute ago and see what happens.
All right. Go ahead and roll, Yara. You can make this jump across.
All right. Don't roll a 1.
Don't roll a 1.
Roll the one.
Really bad time to roll a 1. There you go. It's a good
I
one.
realize I could do it with advantage, so
Yeah. you soar through the
And-
air. Just, it's gorgeous at this point.
That's my
Big,
last
huge-
jump.
Yeah, so you land and like you hit kind of hard and like kind of put face first and slide, but you get to the middle island. As soon as you do, everything goes dark for a moment, and then electricity begins to build to the north and south, and a wall of solid lightning is moving towards the center.
Get off the
You
island.
have 2 rounds.
Get off the island. Everybody
How?
get off the island. Just
Amity,
fucking
how?
swim. Get on the rope. Get on the rope. Get on the rope. Crawl.
Okay.
Let me look up.
Sure.
I
But
just
you all
want to
have
look up
2
what
rounds
the
before that.
I
Yeah,
am
it's-
very bad at all of the ways that we might do this.
5e jump calculator. What is my strength score? How tall would you call a wolf? Okay, I can jump 21 feet without
There
jumping.
you go. Yeah.
Wolves
so you
can
can jump
be,
a
8 feet
little
long.
under
A regular
half.
wolf can be 8 feet long from nose to tail.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that would that be a large creature then? No,
Um,
I'm a medium beast, so it's the same
medium,
thing.
yeah.
It's
It's a
the
medium.
same.
Unless it's a giant wolf, it's a medium beast.
Yes.
So I'm gonna jump 20 feet into the water with him on my back,
Sure.
and
Oh, you're just not going to stop running.
I'm-
oh,
no,
well, you're in
like-
for a ride, Magnuson.
and
Oh boy.
if I'm able to, and then
Hell yeah.
we'll be what 30 feet away from the.
Yeah, I would say you
Platform.
splashed halfway. I'd say you get halfway.
Okay.
So you just splash down halfway in between. You could swim 25 feet in a round. So by next round, you could swim over.
Okay.
Yeah, and you guys. So you're just suddenly in the water, Magnuson.
Oh boy.
Again.
Ashford, what are you doing on this round?
I'm alone on the center platform, is what you're
Yes.
saying.
As lightning is closing in from both the north and south. Yes.
I think
No.
she's gonna do her best to jump in and swim.
No,
Okay,
climb
all right.
the rope. And
So you're not going to try and
Climb
climb the
the
rope. You're just
rope?
gonna.
Amity's like still standing on the rope like a tightrope
Right.
walker, and she's like
Yeah.
doing this gesture to like hang upside down, and she's just
Okay, I can try
screaming
that.
at everyone.
Yeah,
Try
you could
that.
you could also like the rope is just above the water, so you could also get into the water and like pull
Okay,
yourself
sure.
along too.
Sure.
Yeah, totally,
Yeah.
totally.
Let's do that.
So I would say you get to roll swim with advantage,
What is swim?
It's just
acrobatics,
strength,
Athletics.
right?
It's
or
athletics.
athletics. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, strength or athletics, depending
Okay.
on which one you get.
Oh, if I remember to move my totem, I could have given you advantage. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, that's
She
a
has
D.
it. She has
That's a
advantage because of the rope.
D4. Hold on.
That doesn't count unless you're really, really weak. 11, and then what you get for the other one? Just
Even worse.
Okay, so like you're a little scared, but you managed to get.
I'm very not good at this.
Yeah. What is the swim speed of a person?
Half their
what is
movement.
that? So you get 20 feet out. So
Okay.
you need another round-ish to get to the platform.
round
But
and
people
then
could help
some.
you up. Yeah. Yeah.
I've got my bow out. I'm ready to shoot
Yeah.
stuff. If I see anything move, I'm gonna shoot it. That's what
I
I'm
would
just
like you to roll
ready go.
perception.
Okay.
Yeah. You definitely see a dark swell rising up underneath Ashran.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just shoot it in advance?
It'll break the water on the next round. So
Okay,
on the
so
next round, you
I'm
can
gonna
shoot.
hold my action for the second
Yeah.
it starts to break the surface. I'm gonna shoot it.
100%. Ashran, you can feel this coming up underneath you. Magnuson and Yara, you two are swimming, I assume, on this next round. Okay, so you swim and you'll get to the island on this round.
I'm
So
swimming,
you-
but I'm not actually swimming towards the exit. I'm swimming back
Oh.
to Ashran.
So you leave the back
'Cause you were on the
the
wall.
Yara. Yes. All right. So
Well, I
you
figure
are.
once we break water, then we're gonna get separated.
Yeah. Okay. So you
I mean,
jump off Yara's back
I
and
might
you
shoot
move halfway down. You guys are basically at each other now because she's
Yeah.
moved out and you've moved that way. So
Yeah.
you two are at each other as this thing comes up underneath both of you. Amity, shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll do
Instead
that.
of swimming, I'm gonna do something else.
Nice.
17.
Yep. 17. Yeah, that does hit. Okay. Yeah, you hit. Roll damage. It's not engaged though, so it's just normal damage.
So 7 normal.
That's enough. Okay.
Wait,
You
hold
only
on,
had
hold on.
5.
Was
Yeah.
it surprised at all that I shot?
No, It wasn't surprising. That's right. I
Well,
knew
that's
exactly
7.
where you all were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
So
that's-
that you just needed to do 5. It like came up and it was gonna like grab Ashrin and drag her under, but you shot it just as it did, and there's another burst of bubbles. It shoots back underneath the water, and then it's again quiet.
Everybody, stop
Swim.
fucking around and get out of the water.
As fast as possible.
Excellent. And you all get to the other edge, pull yourselves out, and you're out of the water. The lightning stops, the lights go dark, and when it comes back on, you're speaking to Barros. He's floating in the middle as the lightning is cracking off him. He's just this giant form in the middle of all of you. Excellent. Well done. You have proven to be quite entertaining so far. Do you have any questions? Yes, and waves a hand, and you become Yara again.
How many more of these?
As many as it takes
Takes what?
for the union to be done.
The union to be done.
Yes.
Guys, I swear, I thought we agreed no more questions.
But look how well you all are doing. And waves a hand, and a screen appears behind him. And it's got like little drawn pictures of all of you, like little cartoon faces. And there's bets being made next to all of them. And like the money is going up, and and like you see as like Ashrin switches places with Amity, and then you see like Magazine go up, and like it's basically tracking betting. Yeah.
What kind of bullshit is this?
I pull everyone down to my level except Magnus, because I'm already sort of down there. And I again full on turn my back on Barrows, just not paying any attention.
Take your time.
Mags, I'm gonna call Mags. Sorry, that's all right. So you were here when we found this earlier, and no more questions.
I'm a little irritated and wet right now.
I get that. You're asking me questions when you say you don't give these people any.
But he's not going to stop.
We give them nothing. You cannot escape this place until you do the training you want to do. So we don't give them anything.
I'm just trying to figure out what they want us to do. So we
They
actually
want us-
do that.
I have. I've heard stories.
We know where
We know
are.
what
No,
this
no.
is.
I've heard stories about things that happen here. I don't think all of us are meant.
Maybe not when we're
No, please do share. I'm quite interested in what you believe we have done. What you think the gods have done. Please do tell me. We'd all love to know, and you can hear laughter kind of echoing out from these various screens all around you.
Okay,
You
I'm
see
gonna.
Maya going with a stoic approach to the current situation.
Yara, it'll be okay. You can ignore them. Just don't look at them.
Yeah,
Be
actually, it's
fine.
funny you say that because Yara's her attention keeps going back to him multiple times.
Yara,
And
just
like
pay
Amity's like
attention
reaching
to
up
us.
for her chin, like nope,
It's fine, darling.
nope. Max, I realize you didn't have the boat ride out here with us, so, like the three of us did. But can you get on board with the plan?
To an extent. I think that's noble.
Can I ask him one question?
Nope.
Yes.
What's your
Yes.
question?
What is your question? You already said that, I apologize. What is your question?
She kind of turns around and she looks over at the bear that was best friend. She kind of looks back at Marcus and her eyes. And she says, I'm a demigod. I'm the demigod.
Barros leans down and looks at you, and just kind of waves a hand, and this golden light falls off his fingertips and just kind of rains down upon you. Right? And you feel like the sparkles fall across your back, and they fall in front of you as well, and they hit the ground, and they sizzle in the wet stone, and they spell out the word stewardship in Elven, and then vanish. Are you satisfied with your answer?
Yara, it's okay.
I know. I'm just,
And if she'll let me, I'll grab her hand.
yeah. And can we rest now?
Of
think
course. Rest all you wish, and waves his hand, and vanishes as a tidal wave of water crashes up from the far end and curves towards you. What do you all do? It's going to strike you in a second.
Now is not the time. We have to get up these stairs now.
Up the stairs, up the
Run.
stairs, up the stairs.
All right,
Run.
excellent. So you run up the stairs. The water swells underneath you, takes you all off your feet, rockets you up into the darkness, and you're deposited into a forest. And we're going to hold there for just a second as we all take a quick break. So let's come back in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, excellent. I don't have a holding screen, so I'm going to jump back to our starting soon, and then I'll jump back into the story.
thought we were level 4.
No, this is level 2. Because technically the first
character
level is
levels are
the
level
ground level, and anyone who lived in an apartment building knows that. And then it's been level 1 and level 2. So,
Yes, our first challenge
welcome
was
back.
level 0. Our second challenge was level
Yes.
1.
Yes,
Exactly.
correct.
As the token European in this conversation, I actually agree with Aram.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are now in a giant forest. You step out from this platform and surrounding you are woods in every direction. Some of these trees are 100 feet tall. The ceiling is a warm glow several hundred feet above you that seems to bathe the entire forest in front of you in like a late summer, right? Like that kind of lighting. So it's not like full brightness, but it's like beginning to dim slightly just when it's the most pleasant time to take a walk in the woods. That's what you're seeing before you right now. There are, as it's beginning to dim slightly, fireflies are rising up all around you, hundreds of them, just filling the woods with this blinking light.
Yara kind of looks around like, this is nice, right?
Yeah.
We can rest here.
Wait. No.
I am
I've got
rapid.
a bad feeling.
I'm gonna rapidly prestidigitate all of the wetness off of everything I have,
Can I
Yes.
ask what is
including all of my instruments, which are all wood,
Yeah.
because that would be
Like,
bad.
it's just like a ripple, right? Like a ripple goes through your clothing and your hair, and a ripple goes along your skin and the wood, and it just like sheds the water like
Yeah, it's
all
half-
around you. So like all like a 5-foot ring
It's
of
half
wetness all around
prestidigitation
you.
and half divinity of getting everything in place as
Yeah.
it goes down.
Yeah, and you splash everyone around you. Like you're not even paying attention. You just soak the rest of the people around you.
Come on.
like a dog?
They're already wet. It doesn't matter.
I'm not. I was perfectly dry.
Oh, well,
That's
now you're
true.
not. Now you're wet, or at least your boots are.
Well, okay. Can I ask what did Ashrin change into? Because there was this whole thing with you changing.
Oh,
before, and I thought you
yeah.
were changing
Good,
form.
good question.
Okay, so let me actually wrote up a little things. I would have something to say. So
Wait,
she's
dude.
wearing. Go ahead. What?
I was gonna say I'm gonna do false life one more time. Now that I have no more temporary HP.
Okay, so
Okay.
instead of a long ball gown that is very blue green jacquard, it is instead like a form-fitting French Revolution style coat, kind of like something out of Dangerous Liaison. So like buttons down the front, shorter in the
Neat.
front than the back,
Yeah.
in the same fabric. So it's almost that she cut the dress down the middle and added buttons so that it would be a jacket instead, and underneath is just like a black jumpsuit or something, and
Yeah.
boots.
You just
Also
rip the curtains
embroidered.
off the walls, and you're like, I'm gonna make some cool shit, basically. Yeah.
And
Excellent.
some fancy leather armor that's like also embroidered in these like purple and black designs.
Neat. Like you get a whole swirling camera reveal, like
Yes.
everything, right? Yeah, absolutely. As the just
Sailor
as like
Moon kind of thing.
100%, just as the water is like wringing out of your hair, so it just like falls perfectly all around as the camera zooms up. Yeah, absolutely. You look great. Everyone else looks like a drowned rat.
Yeah. Amini's not even that wet, and she just like finds a twig in her hair, and she's like, I haven't even gone into the woods yet. How long has this been here?
Yeah. And yeah, so it's about, you would say, and Yara, you can tell this easily, it's like an hour before sunset, you would say? An hour before the sun dips below the trees, at least?
Okay.
And then maybe another hour of like dim light before it gets dark?
Now
So one of the feats I have is keen mind. So I know the number of hours left before the next sunrise or sunset.
You know exactly the same thing then. In fact,
Okay.
for you, it's exactly actually 54 minutes
Oh.
until the sun falls beneath the trees, and then another hour and 2 minutes before darkness, to be perfectly correct. Yes.
going through the forest, just like taking a few steps in, she's only from one particular forest, so I'm not assuming that she knows these trees, but would she
Sure.
recognize these trees?
Sure.
Do you
So you
recognize
like walk up
anything
to the
about 'em?
first tree, yeah, and like these are all evergreens, right? They're all tall and straight, all pine needled, and they're bigger than you're used to. That's odd. They're the size of redwoods,
Okay.
right? But they're evergreen trees, so that's a little strange. But otherwise than that, they seem kind of normal. Hang on, guys, audio's a little bit low, so I am going to make some adjustments here.
Redwoods
Andy,
are
can you
evergreen.
bring your... Yeah, was that?
It's a different.
Redwoods are evergreen.
They are? Okay, well then it's normal. It's perfectly normal.
No, that's what
And
Yara
nothing-
is thinking. That's what Yara's
Yeah.
thinking.
Nothing's weird at all. So
Normal
there.
redwoods.
Yeah, it's perfectly, completely normal woods with no question whatsoever. And I don't know why you're even asking, frankly, because it's clearly that amity. So there's a bunch of
my
of
dog.
normal trees in front of you that aren't surprising at all. Anyways, any other questions?
If we look up into the sky, what do we see?
So as you look up into the sky, it's just like a glow. It's not too bright to look at, but the entire ceiling is just glowing as if it was, the top of an oven that was just giving like enough heat in this yellow light that feels like sunlight, but takes up the entire sky.
Greenhouse?
Possibly. Could be anything in here. As you step forward, by the way, and you touch this tree to kind of get an idea of it, there's a whoosh behind you, like almost as if a wind traveled behind you. When you turn back around, there's no entrance. You're just in the middle of the woods.
Fun.
So
I
there's
have-
now woods behind us as well.
Yes, seemingly to extend as far as you can tell.
So
I've got my short sword in one hand and my dagger in the other, but I kind
Sure.
of like use them to gesture at everybody. I'm like, quick team meeting, everybody. Could we just
Quick huddle. Don't worry, the force will wait. The trees kind of like
Huddle
turn
in.
their back and like, give you some
Huddle in.
space. Yeah.
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 If we could just huddle in. Again, I just want to emphasize we are being watched at all times. They are judging us.
Amity, could you turn your mic up just a little bit? You're a little soft. I'll make sure that you're being heard.
Yeah, hold on.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes, earmuffs
I can
on
actually-
the trees. Thank you, chat. Yes.
Right, I'll just actually move it closer to my face. That's probably easier.
Cool. Excellent.
I don't want to mess with the input level so it doesn't get
Yep.
too scratchy.
Yep, you sound louder now. That's better. Thank you.
Just that, we are being watched and judged at all times. And so what's important for us is to just be calm and confident and try not to expose too much weak flank because they will 100% exploit that, use it against us. I don't know if you all noticed back there. I mean, there was lots of things to notice, like the giant squid and stuff. But what jumped out was that when we had a plan to tie the rope, poles magically appeared out of the ground in response to our plan. So I think we can safely assume that this place is reacting to us and it's bad and wants to kill us. So we should just sort of bear that in mind.
Yara
going
immediately thinks of a
forward.
fruit tree. And like how much she wants some fruit right now.
Okay. All right. So you think of a fruit tree, and as you do that, so two things appear in front of you. The ground kind of like shifts, and a book opens, like a journal just rises out of it and flips open. And Amity, in your handwriting, on the first page, there is level 1, danger, check, plan, check, listening, check, and a little pencil appears in the center of the book. And you're right next to that, an apple, a nice green apple. It's
See,
good.
this is-
It's really good. Yeah.
Yara, for fuck's sake.
It's delicious.
What?
Don't eat the evil mind control fruit. I mean, come on.
Another apple appears.
Don't eat the psychic fruit. Do not eat the psychic fruit.
I'm gonna go up to another one of the trees and I'm gonna kind of put my hand to it,
Are
and I'm
you a
gonna
deer?
think of a lumber yard.
Okay.
I want to think of this entire forest if it was leveled.
Right. Okay.
Hmm.
So
That
I
one's
would
a
like
little
you to
infernal.
roll wisdom.
Where's the demigod of deforestation?
Hey, I'm good at
She
this.
actually was thinking of that one before we started.
Stole
20?
it, sorry.
Okay. So you think about the trees coming down, and around you, a dozen. You can just hear the trunks just splinter at the base, just explode and crack and fall like thunder all around you. And you all kind of pull together, but they don't hit you. They just fall in dominoes all around you. And there's silence for a moment. and then the blast of a horn, maybe a quarter of a mile behind you, and you hear hoofbeats
Did it
storming
occur to
towards you.
anyone that they probably didn't give us psychic control over our environment for a good, fun time? Just putting it out there, folks.
You should
there-
really say these things before we do them.
I super did. I literally just did. I actually have said it maybe 4 or 5 times.
Is there an obvious way out of here, Aram? Like, did we
No,
get any
There's an exit.
direction
We have to
or?
find it.
In fact,
Okay,
I'm going to switch over to our third layout.
Oh fuck!
Oh boy.
Because now... I got to get audio and put it on that other page, or no one can hear us.
Oh, well, that'd be good.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
smart.
Okay, now they should actually be able to hear us. So hi. Anyways, you are now in the woods and you can't see anything else. You can only see trees around you. You have no idea how deep you are, what direction you're running. It's all confusing.
We're tying ourselves to each other.
Okay.
And is first. I will go front. Mags, do you
Sure.
mind taking the rear? Because you look kind of sturdy.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you're all kind of like looping a rope around your wrist and running with it, that kind of thing?
So,
yeah, just so we don't get
Okay.
separated.
so
How are
Sure.
you feeling, Magnuson? Are you still injured?
Oh yeah.
You know, I've been in worse fights.
I
I'll
slapped
live.
Mags on the back, right where I shot him in the shoulder,
Rubbing it in, aren't you?
and then I would like to use my healing hands.
Your lay on hands.
Nice.
My lay
Sure,
on
you
hands is
slap
what I'm
heal him.
going
Yeah.
for. So
Yeah, absolutely.
You just get 2 HP. That's all I can
Okay.
give you right now.
You know,
It
that's...
actually hurts more than it gives back, but you're a little better.
good thing she didn't have the belt, right?
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
Wait to get that resurrection punch. That's a really good one. So you're sprinting through the woods now. Is that the idea?
No, well,
Sprinting.
yeah, no.
Calm
I
down,
wanted
Tom.
to
Well-
say, Yara was
Stop
just
putting
like,
words in our mouths, Aram.
Nobody
enough.
said run.
Totally fair.
Nobody
My
said
apologies.
sprint.
I'm a terrible
Nobody said
DM.
those words.
so
Yeah.
you've never been in a river. Well, you may have, right? But you've never been in the woods before, right?
I've
been
never
where
been in
there
a woods like this before.
On occasion,
This is not a woods. This is not a real woods.
Well, actually, I was going to ask. So on trees, sometimes
Two
there's-
owls just look at you like, this is a real fucking woods. How dare you?
I flip off the owl.
So would there be moss on the trees? 'Cause,
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. It's a very wet environment in general.
Yeah. So would it all be on the same side of the trees? Like we can
No,
use that
that's
as
not
a...
how that's not how moss works.
Yeah,
I
it just kind
know.
of
That's
grows
a
up.
myth. That's not a real thing.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
moss
that-
grows
yeah.
on all sides of
Well,
trees.
I was thinking
Yeah,
of
it's all
magic,
over.
so I did really...
That's fair. Yeah. No, it's everywhere though. Like it grows up like about 6 or 7 feet up pretty much every single tree.
Okay. Then I would like to use my skills as growing up in the forest to
Okay.
kind of guide them towards that breeze I felt.
Yes, I would like you to roll survival.
And basically, because if me and Yara up front,
Yara and I.
and then I will fight you and kill you in your sleep.
There you go.
Look into my eyes.
That's worse. That's totally worse.
Okay. So if me and Yara are up front, and Ashwin's in the middle, and then Mags is bringing up the back, can I like assist by with an investigation check? Because I don't trust that any of this. is
Yeah.
real.
I would say
looking
Yara, I would say
for
between the two of you,
It to
going back and
explode.
forth, yeah, that Yara could roll with advantage.
Okay.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
I got pretty good
2d20.
investigation.
Keep highs. I have really good survival. So
I have no surprise. You've lived in the woods all your life, raised by who again? Who raised you?
my mother, who we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, excellent.
No one's asked me what her name is, so...
That's fair.
Oh, only a 16.
That's still good. Yeah, I mean, you're able to lead. You seem to always be able to kind of like move everyone a little bit downhill. So you're able to move at a good pace, and you're able to like dodge the thickest undergrowth and like keep everyone moving. You can hear the hoofbeats getting closer though, and the horn is getting louder, and you can hear maybe a dozen distinct hoofbeats in a line, maybe 100 feet either way, running right up behind you.
Okay.
Hey everyone, I'm the bard, and I forgot until just now that I had bardic inspiration.
Hey, that's probably helpful.
Good call. Good call.
Thanks.
It's like the paladin forgetting they have spite.
Yeah, right.
I do not.
Or the
have
fighter
smite.
forgetting they have a
I'm rogue.
sword.
Yeah.
So so do you want to cast bardic inspiration at this point?
Yeah, I'll cast it on Yara.
And how do you do it?
Let's see, where is that? So I think it's like ethereal music will
Yeah.
manifest, and like ghostly wisps of strands are going to shoot out and like encompass Yara in like this ethereal armor.
Neat. Super neat. Okay, yeah. So that definitely happens. And you feel like this, you hear the song around you, you feel a slight lift, you just feel a little more confident in your decisions. It doesn't matter that it's not your forest. It's a forest.
It's a forest.
These trees speak to you. You've heard their song, and you feel more centered within them. So I would like you to roll again with advantage.
I already rolled advantage.
Yes.
It was a 4 and a 10.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
do-
I mean, you guys have been running for a
So
bit.
you want me to roll
just need you
again
to
with
roll once
advantage?
more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
One moment, please.
Well,
And then
bardic
Emma, get ready
inspiration
to
is a
roll to push a button.
d6.
Oh right, so you get to roll with advantage and add a d6.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Close.
that's nice. That should do it. If you screw this
All
one up, you've earned it.
You're on your own.
There you go.
How does it
Oh,
29?
Yeah.
Perfect.
There we go.
So as you're running, you can tell that this part of this grass and this part of this moss has been walked on recently just by a single person. But you can tell. And you start to follow that. And you guide everyone kind of down into a valley. And the trees open up. And before you is this single perfect little cottage. Maybe 2 or 3 rooms, cheerfully painted. You know, there's some flower beds around the outside. There's a little sign that says, "Welcome, it's safe here."
Amity,
You know,
where's your
I
spray?
slip my hand out of the I slip my hand out of the rope as soon as we approach, and I disappear. I go stealth.
Yeah? So you just vanish.
I'm trying to. I'm gonna. My goal is to.
Oh, roll stealth, please.
You need to go spray paint that house.
19.
Yeah, so you just kind of like you drop out real quietly, no explanation, just fall back into the shadows.
Yeah.
What else is
so
everyone else doing?
I'm just creeping around.
The hoofbeats are still getting louder,
Uh,
and they're starting
Yara?
to close around you.
I don't know.
Yara?
I need
usually-
to investigate the house
So-
while this is happening.
So, Yara, can you listen to see what those hoofbeats might mean? Are they big horses, small goats?
Fair. I would like you to roll nature, or
Forest
you can either
ghosts.
roll nature or you can roll perception. You can roll either one of those.
Well, she's asking me to identify
Yeah.
what they are. And
Yeah.
I mean, I can hear them. That's obvious.
Yes.
So I'm going to go nature, even though I only have a +2.
Fair.
Uh,
I respect that choice.
12.
They're horsies, but they sound too heavy to be horsies.
hmm
That's what you're getting.
So
Okay.
Boy.
I think they're horses with riders.
Okay. Let's keep going. Amity,
You
I
can
assume
hear-
you're going straight towards the house?
She's stealth.
yeah.
They're
I am
definitely
invisible.
forming a circle around. They're breaking around you and circling around and riding in opposite directions so that they're continuously beginning to circle you.
Let's go towards the house because that's at least something different.
hmm
Okay.
Can I roll my investigation of the house?
Hell yeah, you can.
Magnuson, you
So you
with
kind
us?
of like sneak up to
Yeah,
the side
I'm
I'm
window or
looking for
something.
gingerbread.
I'm gonna follow
Yes.
along.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, I rolled
Yeah.
super bad. I rolled really,
you,
really bad.
You can't see anything. You can't see into the windows because they're all steamed up, but you can smell gingerbread.
Where's your spray paint?
No, let's go in the house.
In the house.
As you walk up onto the front porch, the door swings open. Inside is a well-lit room with some chairs and some tables, a couple couches, and there's an old man who is carrying a tray of cookies to the table and sees all of you and puts it down and smiles and takes his staff and steadies himself in the middle of the room. Come quickly, close the door. We don't have much time. Cookie, anyone?
Very
you
well,
say-
thank you.
Yes, please.
What kind
Quite
of
all
roof
right.
did this cottage have?
It just has a normal roof. It's a normal building.
Is it like thatched, tiled?
It's like a mud brick, you know.
On the roof? You have bricks on the roof?
I don't know, whatever it would be.
If there's
Sure,
somewhere on the roof
tile.
I can hide.
It's a tile. Yeah, totally. Yeah, you could just climb up onto the roof relatively easily.
Okay, I want to
Yeah.
hide on the roof.
All right, I would like you to roll stealth then for the roof.
That's
Okay.
20.
Okay, and I'm going to roll quietly on my own. Okay, so you kind of like tuck away, like the windows kind of poke out of the roof, and they kind of make like little areas you can hide next to. So you're going to tuck against one of those. The rest of you are invited in to a large like kitchen / living room, it seems like, and gestured towards this big dining table where this old man is setting out cookies and tea.
Thank you so much for your hospitality. My name is Ashrin, and you are?
I am the god of travel.
God
And
of
as he s-
Travel.
As he
It's very
says
pleasure
that,
to meet you.
is a pleasure to meet you as well. And as he says that, Amity, you see all around you a dozen like men lean out, and then their lower bodies step out, and you realize that you're surrounded by a dozen centaur. They have bows and spears, and they are looking with concern but anger towards the house. Meanwhile, on the inside, you're all given cookies and tea, and the god of travel, apparently, takes a seat across from you. My name is Tyr. We have a very short period of time.
I've never had a cookie before. These are
Well,
delicious.
you will enjoy these. And they're really good.
Ooh.
They're just the best cookies. Yeah. There's plenty. Like the second you have one, your eye goes to that plate, and Tyr just kind of like gently pushes the plate of cookies
Yeah,
towards you,
she'll-
Yara.
She's a 14-year-old who's never had cookies. She's going to indulge herself right now.
Yeah, and the tea is fantastic. So like if you dunk it, it's even better. Like this is a fine layout you've got here. Amity, you're watching like two of them come together. Clearly a leader of them, and maybe like a son, because they look very similar, and they're whispering to each other. And as they yell orders, 6 of their members raise bows and light the ends of them.
What do you mean we don't
Um,
have much time? Much time for what?
Well, they'll know I'm here if I stay for too long. I've come to perhaps offer you another path to travel.
I am interested.
I think
he
we're all
stands up.
interested.
He walks over to his bookshelf and he pulls a book off of the shelf, and he walks back to the table and flips it open, and you can feel the magic pour out of this book. There's another demigod who I'm quite fond of that's assisting me, and opens the book and turns it towards you. And it's a totally different forest than the forest you're in, but you just know that you could step into it. At this moment, arrows begin to rain down around you, Amity.
Can I kind of flip off the roof smash through a window into the cottage?
Roll me acrobatics, hell yeah.
22.
Yeah, like Ninja Warrior, totally, just leap off, grab the edge, flip around with one hand, crash through, roll, have both swords out as soon as you hit, and like they're firing arrows or something. Like, what do you,
Yeah, I'm like,
what do you do?
arrows, centaurs, fire arrows.
Excellent.
Are we just having tea in here?
Have a
they're like-
cookie. They're very good.
Yes, everyone's just got like a little saucer and a plate, and they're all stunned to see you crash through the window, right? Arrows begin to strike the house, and fire spreads way too rapidly for it not to be magical.
Okay.
Amity, this is Tyr, God of Travel. He wants us to go into a book, grab a cookie, we go.
Hello.
I don't know. How do you feel about us all surviving?
Yes.
This is what I want, yes.
Cool. I guess
And
that's
like
good,
smoke
it's
is
good en-
billowing in from the roof now.
You seem like less of a god of buzzkills. Are we jumping in the book?
Go,
Please
go,
do.
go.
Go.
We don't have time to discuss
jump in.
this. Just go.
All right, excellent. You all leap into the book. You feel it close over you as you spiral into darkness. Hit the ground, not too hard, but enough of a jolt, right? And lean up, and you're in another forest. The trees are different. The air is different. It's cold, almost like late fall. And you're all kind of leaning on the edge of a well. And around the edge of the well are 4 silver coins, and each coin has an image of your face on them, one for each of you. And we're going to hold right there. Thank you all very much for joining Godsfall Escape the Union. We'll be back in 2 weeks, and you guys are all going to be back, right? I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
Yeah.
we'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm also going to be launching a second Patreon show because we've gotten so many amazing supporters. So if you want in on that second Patreon game, head over to patreon.com/Vardian and jump on in and play an awesome game with us in the world of Godsfall. So thank you all for joining me. I'm going to go around and we're going to say goodbye, starting with Yara.
Hi, I'm Yara, the shepherd, druid, warlock. This was intense, dude.
Yeah, but you're alive. You lived. So, huzzah. Yeah. Excellent. And Ashrid.
Hi, my name is Mary. I play Ashen Omaris, human bard, demigod of strands.
Excellent. And let's jump down to our newest player, Magnuson. I keep thinking I'm going to get that wrong. I'm going to say Mags.
Perfect.
Mags.
That's perfect,
Mags.
actually. Hi, I'm Chris. Thanks for tuning in. I play Mags, the Dwarven Paladin of Redemption, the demigod of Redemption.
Excellent. And then Amity.
Hi, I'm Wirla. I play the halfling rogue paladin demigod of redistribution, who, according to Tommy in chat, is fucking with his brand.
You're stealing his brand. You're stepping on his clothes, man.
That's not his brand.
Next week, we're going to dive a little bit more into your guys' background. So I want you to think hard on what happened to you. If you have any questions, hit me up with where it may have happened, and we'll place these events about how you got captured in the world, and we'll touch on those before we leap back into the adventure next in 2 weeks. Sound good?
That
Sounds
sounds
good.
great.
Outstanding. Well, thank you all for joining me, and we will see you all again soon. Have a
Bye.
good night.